The viral Marks & Spencer sandwich that everyone is talking about might be getting them into a lot of tax trouble. People have been actually queuing outside their local M&S before the shop even opens, just to get their hands on this new trending delicacy. But did you know HMRC and M&S could very well be battling out in court over this tasty summer sandwich? Now, M&S has already had a pretty rough summer. A serious cyber attack in April forced them to shut down their online store for weeks. And not just for clothing, click and collect, contactless payments, and even food delivery. It all went dark. Customer data was stolen, and the whole mess cost the business an estimated $300 million and a massive blow to public trust. So when this viral strawberry sandwich took off, it looked like a much needed win for them. But no, now even a sandwich has landed them in hot water, and it's a sticky situation over strawberries and cream. So normally sandwiches are 0 rated for VAT in the UK because they're considered cold takeaway food for human consumption, which falls under the 0 rated category in the UK VAT law. But this is a limited edition sandwich, and it's a little different. It uses sweetened bread, and instead of standard savoury filling, it boasts sweet strawberries and cream inside. That's led HMRC to argue that it's actually not a sandwich, it's confectionery. Why? Because of an old VAT rule from the 1980s that says if it's sweet and eaten with your fingers, it doesn't count as proper food, it counts as a treat. And that means they're gonna slap it with a chunky 20% VAT. Here's where I think it gets a bit ridiculous. Because, well, you could call loads of sandwiches sweet. Let me think. Chicken with mango chutney, I seem to remember. My favourite at Christmas, the turkey and cranberry sauce. They're all eaten with your fingers. And that doesn't suddenly make them a dessert, does it? And M&S, I'm pleased to say, are standing their ground. They say it's shaped like a sandwich, it's sold as a sandwich, it's marketed like a sandwich, so it should be taxed like a sandwich. Of course, it wouldn't be the first time this has happened either. We've seen those bizarre tax battles before, and they always spark a bit of a national debate. Remember the Jaffa Cake case? That went all the way to court because HMRC argued they were biscuits, which are taxed, but McVitie's proved they were technically cakes, which are 0 rated. They even showed that Jaffa cakes go hard when stale, just like proper sponge. And they won! Then there was the mega marshmallows. I kid you not, this is madness. Standard marshmallows, taxed. But the big barbecue style ones? Well, there's a whole debate over whether they are cooking ingredients. And that obviously made a big difference on the VAT bill. Even flapjacks got dragged into this. But if they're traditional oat bars, no VAT. But the second you drizzle a bit of chocolate on top, suddenly it's confectionery and HMRC wants their 20%. And now it's time for the big strawberries and cream battle. And I'm looking forward to watching this one and how it plays out. Now, seriously, everybody, I want to hear your views. Do you feel the tax laws in the UK have reached the point of stupidity and unnecessary complexity? Do you want to stay up to date with the UK tax laws? I suggest you do. There's so much going on. Take a look at all my recent videos covering some major shifts coming into play in 2025. One you definitely don't want to miss is entitled Shocking Tax Changes You Cannot Afford to Miss UK 2025, because trust me, you want to keep informed with that one.